When I became county executive in 2012, we talked about all these great plans of what we want to do with the rail trail, and everyone wanted all this stuff done, you know, in street lights and this being paved. And I said, let's just keep it simple. Let's just try to build it now and then build on it from there if that's what people want. And we did. We did a section first, and then we continued on from there. And it was overwhelmingly support when people in your county are coming up to you saying, raise my taxes and get this rail trail done. That's nice to hear, because we don't hear that too often, raise my taxes to get a project done. So it was nice. And from this stretch to go all the ways down to Albany South Pearl Street, and to have it fully completed now since 2012 says a lot about our DPW. I want to thank Lisa and everyone here from DPW for getting this done. The workers, the partnerships between the town of Bethlehem, Voorheesville, City of Albany, right on down. Really, did we anticipate 200,000 people using this rail trail? I mean, it has by far passed anything that we thought was going to happen. And along the way, we've added things. You know, workout stations for people if you're just walking down the trail and you want to go to the left or to the right to get a workout in, we have them stations now. The benches along the rail trail, you know, to honor loved ones, to honor veterans, we have that now. You know, we have sunscreen dispensers at the rail trail, so people going to work or coming home or takes a lunch break to make sure they protect their skin. We put stuff on the beginning and end of the rail trail to fix your bikes. If you get a flat tire or something's loose, you got an opportunity with tools there to fix it. Worked with the town of New Scotland to move the barn to the other side of the road, and not just myself, but the state, Pat Fahey, and George Amador, and our IDA, and the legislature put a lot of money in our men and women at DPW that cleared the property and did all the work there. Again, in a partnership to give opportunity for people to live a healthier and greener life. And economic impact. The stores along this route have taken off, and when you start getting complaints about people cutting through yards or more accessibility to the thing or adding more stuff to the rail trail, that's a good thing. That's a good headache to have in office. It's a really good headache to have in office. And, you know, that's one thing, like, we get a lot of complaints, right? But very rarely do we get, like, hey, you got to do more. You have to do more. You have to do more. You have to add more. And this is not just because we completed it, doesn't mean it's over with. We're still going to be adding stuff. We purchased, I think everyone knows, that house in the old train depot there by Singleton's Firehouse. We're going to be announcing things there that we're going to be doing. So we're going to continue to work with everyone in the community in a partnership to get stuff done.
But first, this project is another example of Governor Cuomo's initiative, reforming the energy vision. And what we're trying to do is reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 40% and focus on renewable energy, that 50% of the state's electricity will be generated from renewable power. So that's part of this initiative and part of what this project is all about. And this project will help reduce greenhouse gas emissions by reducing vehicle miles traveled and also promoting smart growth within the neighborhoods around the community. I grew up in this area, not that far from here, maybe 3 or 4 miles down the tracks on Ellesmere Ave, if everyone knows where that is, or just off Ellesmere on Ellsworth. And when I was a little kid, the trains would go by, the locomotives would go through, and the whole house would shake. And never did I imagine in a million years that one day they would no longer be there, and instead there would be families and children enjoying the trail every single day. So this is really pretty amazing for me. That's not the only part of this story, though. Every single community along the trail, from starting with Albany County and its leadership, to the city of Albany, the town of Bethlehem, the town of New Scotland, and the village of Voorheesville have all been designated a clean energy community by NYSERDA's Clean Energy Community Program. And what that means is each and every community along the trail has embraced clean energy strategies and will continue to reduce greenhouse gas emissions both through action items they've already completed as well as project initiatives that they plan on doing going forward. So with that, it's all about the leadership of the people behind me and are really forming what other communities can do across this state to help preserve the environment for all of you and your children and grandchildren to come. So thank you all for all your help.
Thank you for working with the government agencies and the vision of the county executive here to bring the connection to the capital region. This is just not about Albany County or Voorheesville or New Scotland or the city of Albany. This is about a capital region connectivity that allows us all residents of the capital region to enjoy the trailways that we are so blessed to have. And I know growing up along the trailway many, many years ago in Schenectady County that this particular trailway will connect to Schenectady County and then to Montgomery County, all the way out to Erie County. It's just astonishing to see over time the whole system evolve and to be paved, a smooth surface in a place where all the residents in the capital region can enjoy. So congratulations, County Exec, Danny, well done. Thank you, and I appreciate being your partner.
This is about connectivity on so many levels that will lead to so many additional projects. I know in Guilderland, Altamont, other areas that we both represent, they're actually adding a lot of off-road and even on-road bike lanes to make sure that we are connecting, and it will connect right up to the Erie Canal. There's so many projects underway, and I've often said that I believe that this is the example. This is the one when we were lobbying for the additional $10 million for the Erie Canal Trail, which ultimately became $200 million for now what will be the Empire State Trail, the longest off-road trail in the country. This was used as an example because so many of the governor's office, so many staff lived out here and were familiar. So when you first started to break ground, this became the example that people could visualize and understand and appreciate. And the partnership has been tremendous. I see Chuck Dollard out there, and I'm not sure where Scott is, but just watching the slide presentation the other day, it just reminded me of so many people who have been involved. Dan kills me to say this, but listen. But this is a true legacy project, and I remember when you were first running, or when this was first coming up, meeting with some of the Rail Trails folks, and little could we have envisioned, but I remember you got behind it. It's an extraordinary legacy.
We can't forget that this was originally a citizen idea, and they're the ones that brought it forward and pushed government. And generally, if you lead, government will follow. So to all those citizens out there that not only promoted the idea, but continue to use the trail and maintain the trail, I just wanted to thank you.
I have to say one thing. I've been involved for quite a few years, many projects, but I never been to so many ribbon cuttings. It seems like every several months, Dan's office is calling, Frank, we have to get some legislators together. We're having another ribbon cutting. Where's that? The bike trail. So that just goes to show you the success of this project. It's been really a pleasure to work with all of you, work with the county exec, work with the different leadership. Again, we couldn't have done it without all of you.